What's up, guys? Paramotor here. How are you guys doing today? Today, I am doing just fantastic. So guys, if you guys are like me and you love hearing news about brand new Ducatis, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below, because that is what today's video is. I was perusing through some of my motorcycle feeds and motorcycle news came up just about a couple of days ago. On October 2nd, they spotted what they think is a brand new Ducati Panigale. What they believe they spotted was a carbon fiber rich version of a Panigale V4R. What they saw was carbon all over it. They saw the things and all the bodywork of a V4R. Guess what that is, guys? That is a Panigale V4R Superleggera. I've seen the pictures myself. It's hard to deny that that's what it is. The picture will be in the thumbnail, and I'll also include the picture in the video. I see a Panigale V4R. I see the wings. I see the shark gill cuts in the fairings. I see carbon fiber, just about everything. It can be made out of carbon fiber, a carbon fiber spring arm, a carbon fiber subframe, and a brand new titanium exhaust. I don't think there's any mistaking it, guys. I really think this is a Panigale V4 Superleggera model. It makes total sense because, to be honest with you, they've made a super light version, which is what Superleggera means in Italian, super light. They've made a super light version of every main Panigale. They've made a super light 1199 and 1299 Panigale. It would only make sense that they made a V4 Superleggera as well. I remember when Claudio Domenicali was releasing the base model, I think they launched as V4 Speciales. He was saying that there was no plans to build a V4 Panigale Superleggera. To be totally honest with you, they've released the Superleggera for every Panigale, so you might as well keep the trend, right? So basically, if you guys don't really know exactly what a Superleggera is, if you guys don't know what a Panigale Superleggera is, it is always the top spec race bike from Ducati. These bikes typically run anywhere from $65,000 to $70,000 MSRP, and that's not even like aftermarket, like you can't find them. So I saw, a 1299 Superleggera the other day going for way over. They typically release 500 of them, and it'll be the top race spec, the lightest, the fastest thing that Ducati makes. Obviously means that it draws plenty of news. It'll draw every single main motorcycle news outlet. It'll draw most YouTubers to make a video about it and stuff like that. There are always huge things to talk about when they come out with the Superleggera model. When the 1199 Superleggera came out, it came out as a limited run, 500 units. It came out with the same base horsepower, but it was just about 20 pounds lighter. And it came with a price tag of about $65,000. This is a hefty tag to pay for any motorcycle out there. The 1299 came out. It also came out 20 pounds lighter. It came with a $70,000 price tag, and it also came with 10 more additional horsepower. These bikes usually come with a couple other things. You can find the details for yourself if you really feel like it. If you're really looking up the really nerdy specs, go ahead, feel free to go look up the specs for yourself. There's really nothing that can beat a Superleggera when they make it, to be honest with you. So the official specs and news coming out initially for the V4 Superleggera is that this motorcycle is going to be a V4R base, so it's going to have all the winglets and aerodynamics of a V4R. It's also going to be just about 10 kilograms lighter than the V4R is in itself. So you're talking about a kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So you're talking about just about 22 pounds lighter than the standard base model V4R. So what does that mean? It's probably going to come in at about 350 pounds dry. That's without fuel and oil and all that stuff. But that's where it's going to come in at. 350 pounds dry. People don't know this. This doesn't really get talked about that much. But a V4R with a full Akrapovic exhaust comes in at 234. That's 234 blistering horsepower. And you're going to have a motorcycle with 234 at least horsepower. They've totally redesigned the exhaust. The exhaust and a new tune could totally change this bike. To be honest with you, this bike might have anywhere from 234 and up horsepower. I really wouldn't be surprised to see this bike be pushing 240 horsepower and be coming in, tipping the scales at 350 pounds. I know people that can lift 350 pounds off the ground. That's insane that a motorcycle can be that light. And I think that's insane, to be totally honest with you. Talking about a motorcycle that comes in at 350 pounds, which is about what my WR250 weighs, and it's got about, 200 more horsepower. That's insane. I mean, that power to weight ratio has got to be like jet fighter levels. It's going to be insane, guys. I love this time of year when it comes down to Ducati because all the fun little facts start coming out. Man, it's such an amazing time of year. It's like Christmas came early. What kind of price are we looking at, guys? To be honest with you, I don't know. 11 and 1299s that came out that was Superleggera are over 3 times the price of the base model. So the base model Panigale is about $21,000. So you're looking at least, you know, $63,000, $64,000. I highly doubt that is going to be what you pay for a brand new V4 Superleggera. I would say, honestly, expect to pay over 70 grand for it. I mean, easy. Like, I mean, easily expect to pay over 70 grand for that, to be honest with you. You know, honestly, I really wouldn't be surprised if it was $75,000 to $80,000 for a brand new off-the-line V4R Superleggera. You know, these bikes are sought after. You know, you have to special order them already from Ducati as it is. There's only going to be 500 of them. If the history of the Superleggera is true, there will only be 500 of them. They're going to be very sought after. They're going to be collector's items because, you know, the V4 is a huge shift as it is for Ducati going from V2s to V4s. So this is going to be a collector's item. You know, as if the other 2 model Superleggeras are not already as collectible as they are. They're already going for over MSRP being a few years old. So these, I mean, honestly, they're going to be like almost an investment quality motorcycle. And that's not something that you typically hear about motorcycles, but I think they will be an investment quality motorcycle. So who do you think is going to be able to buy a brand new Ducati V4 Superleggera? I really wouldn't be surprised if you saw allocations to either people or dealerships that were pretty special. There's most likely only going to be 500 of these motorcycles actually made ever in the history of ever. And they're probably only going to be allocated to people that are very special. I'm probably not going to be one of those, even if I could afford a $70,000 motorcycle. Or dealerships that are very special. I'm talking probably like New York Cities and stuff like that, like influential dealerships that do a lot of business for Ducati are probably going to be the ones that get first dibs on the Superleggeras. This is going to be an exclusive motorcycle. It's going to be very exclusive. And when you actually go and you buy it, it's probably going to appreciate in value. This is going to be one of those bikes that you probably aren't going to want a daily drive. You know, this is going to be a bike that you want to hang out in your garage and let it appreciate in value. You know, I really wouldn't be surprised if you saw these things selling for 70 and then in a couple years selling for 80 in the second-hand market, like you see right now with the 1299 Superleggera. Most of them have held their value or appreciated. And honestly, Panigale Superleggeras have not been around for that long. We don't know what the market's going to do in 20, 30 years. So if you end up having one of the coolest bikes that has ever been made, you're probably going to be able to get a pretty penny for it, you know, in a few years. Or in 20. Who knows? Who knows what the market's going to do? There's a pretty pricey market when it comes down to expensive and rare Italian motorbikes. So this motorcycle, along with probably the Gen 2 959, will most likely be announced on October 23rd when Ducati announces their 2020 lineup. It's something to really look forward to. It's not that far away, but be paying attention for October 23rd when Ducati does the world premiere for 2020. There's going to be some heads turned this year for sure. Ducati kind of laxed a little bit. I mean, yeah, you had the Street Fighter and stuff coming out. That was pretty big, but Ducati has done Street Fighters before. The Superleggeras are something that is truly special. People need to take note of them when they come out. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. I'm gonna try to beat this rain home. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.